Alright, so right here we're about to solder some really small pads. This is one of the smallest 5-in-1 AIOs, and I'm gonna attempt to solder some fresh solder on these pads so I can attach some lead wires to them and wire in a external receiver. It's an FrSky Receiver, and this receiver is already bound to my radio, which is an X18 SE. So it should bind with if I hook this up right to this 5-in-1 AIO, and we're gonna find out. So you just saw me take the drone out of camera view, just putting it in front of the fan quick to cool it down, and I brought it back in to touch it with the soldering iron again. I'm just getting the tip. I have a very small iron on this, touching the tip to the pad, and then touching my solder lead to the very edge of the pad, and the iron, as close to the iron as I can. If I have to touch the iron and you're confident enough, you can get that solder to move from the iron to that metal on the pad, which the solder would want to go to that metal. It's slightly softer, and the flux inside of your solder will run down. So that pad up just enough to accept some of that solder, take some of that flux is the trick. If you can accomplish this by having a tip that's the correct size in order to touch the pad and heat up the pad and still have enough room for solder to come in, that's crucial. Something that I've learned through soldering is that you have to have your solder come square to the point where you want to put it, where your heat is going. So you're square, you square up your solder uh, with your pad coming straight down or straight in, but making sure that inside the center of that solder is your flux, and that has to get hot first. That way, your solder will flow onto the place you want it to. That's crucial. All right, so here I'm looping the video still, and I'm hitting those joints, and I'm just touching my iron onto the pad so I can get that solder to soak into the joint, soak into that pad, and then I'm gonna come back and hit it with my wires. So um, I'm gonna post another video of everything that I'm doing, how I'm doing it, et cetera, um, the process in which I'm taking to get this controller to bind with my receipt or my transmitter. I'm gonna show everything in beta flight, and hopefully it helps somebody because that's my goal. There's so many people that have helped me along the way. I've been flying FPV, working on FPV, ordered my first FPV product off of Get FPV um, less than 9 months ago. So I'm catching up, but good luck to you guys, all the pilots and the techs out there. So hopefully this helps somebody new coming in, like somebody helped me. All right.